In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to level your dialogue tracks very quickly inside DaVinci Resolve. You as an editor probably bring in footage where you have an interview where the dialogue is all over the place in terms of the dynamic range. You have loud parts, quiet parts, and it can take a while to manually adjust all of those so that the voice sounds level and consistent. But there's actually a much easier way to do this, and it's built into DaVinci Resolve, and that's called the Dialogue Leveler. I'm also going to walk you through and explain what an audio compressor is and how it can be helpful. It will have a few extra settings that the Dialogue Leveler doesn't, which can give you a little bit more options in fine-tuning to get the result you're looking for. If you're new here, we have over 200 videography related videos, so lots of content for you to learn from. And if you want to know any of the music or the gear we use to make our videos, all links are in the description. Let's jump in. All right, we're in Resolve and I have an audio clip loaded into our timeline, and we'll give it a listen so that you know what we are working with.
This is an audio test where I'm speaking very close to the mic. And this is an audio test where I'm speaking pretty far from the mic.
So it's the same sentence twice. I just said the first one at a normal volume and then the last one was much quieter. And depending on the type of projects you are working with, you may have a lot of different source audio clips where you have different volumes. And this can be very tedious. It can take a long time to adjust all the audio at all the different levels throughout your project. But Resolve has a couple great ways to deal with it. The first one being Dialogue Leveler. This is built into DaVinci Resolve now, and you can access it by clicking on your audio file. And then up in the Inspector Audio tab, you'll see that down here we have Dialogue Leveler. You can enable that, and then you'll get some options for adjusting this. And this is essentially just an audio compressor with less options. So first we'll use this effect to level our audio, but if you want more options, then we'll apply an actual audio compressor, and I'll walk you through all of those settings, which can get a little more technical, but it can give you better results. All right, so first in the mode, we have a few different options here. Allow wider dynamics. So if we have this option selected, it's going to allow the louder audio to remain loud and the softer audio to remain softer, just because we're allowing, a greater dynamic range. So I wouldn't recommend that setting if you have, let's say, one or two people speaking and you want the dialogue to be level throughout. I don't think it makes sense to use this one because the whole point of the dialogue leveler is to level dialogue. So wanting to level your dialogue but also have wider dynamics doesn't really make sense. So we'll go to the next one. This one's optimize moderate levels. This one will focus on the moderate levels. And for the settings below, we at least want to have the top two selected, which is reduce loud dialogue and lift soft dialogue, as that is the entire purpose of leveling audio. As for background reduction, you can keep this applied if you want to remove some of the background noise, but there are better ways to do that, and we have other tutorials teaching that, so I'm going to keep that off. And for output gain, I tend to just maximize this. That way any quieter dialogue will be raised by 6 dB instead of just 2. And because we're optimizing the moderate levels, that means that it'll affect the louder part a little more. So if we look at our audio meters on the right, and if you don't have that, you can go to Workspaces, go to Show Panel in Workspace, and then click on Meters. Let's listen again and watch where the louder one hits. So it hits about, -7 or so.
This is an audio.
And then the quieter one.
And this is an audio test where
is about -12. So there's not that big of a difference. Now let's turn off Dialogue Leveler, and let's look at the difference now.
This is an audio.
So, -3.
And this is an audio test.
And, -14. So there's a much bigger difference when it's off. Let's turn it back on. We'll go to more lift for low levels, and let's have a listen to that.
This is an audio test where I'm speaking very close to the mic. And this is an audio test where I'm speaking pretty far from the mic.
So with this setting, more lift for low levels, you can see that the louder part hit the ceiling at 0, and the quieter part hit about -8 or so, meaning that it's still leveling the audio and bringing up the lower volume, but the overall audio is still quite loud, especially because we have the output set to 6. So let's go back to 2.
This is an audio test where...
So it's about -3.
And this is an audio...
And about -12 or 13. And the fourth option is if you have like really soft audio, so we won't work with that one, but that one can be helpful. So for us, we'll keep it to optimize moderate levels and keep it at +6. So I think for the audio we're working with, that gives us a pretty good result and does level the audio, I would say like an 8 out of 10. So for the second way of leveling audio, let's say we wanted more control. Let's go to the dialogue leveler and we'll turn it off. Then with the effects on, under audio effects, we'll click on Fairlight Effects and we'll scroll down till we find the very last one called Vocal Channel. And let's drag that onto our audio clip. And that will open up this panel window that gives us a whole bunch of other options. So it has a high pass filter, an equalizer, and then our compressor. So let's turn off the equalizer and enable our compressor. Now this is a little hard to understand, but essentially you have your threshold, which is where you want the compressor to start. You have your ratio, which is how strong you want your compressor to be. At a 1:1, it's not really going to do anything. Whereas if you have a 7:1 ratio, it's going to be very heavy. Then for the reaction, this will be how quickly the compressor is turned on. And then the gain is basically a boost to the volume of your audio once you have your settings in place, because the point of a compressor is to control the loud parts and bring them down so that you have more headroom in your audio so that you can use the gain or the boost to bring up the volume of the lower parts. So generally speaking, for dialogue, you'd want a faster reaction time, so we'll leave it as the default. For a ratio, I tend to like to work with 2:1 or 3:1. Then for the threshold, this is dependent on your source audio. Let's go to the beginning and let's see what happens.
This is an audio test where I'm speaking very close to the mic.
So you can see that this is having a gain reduction of about 10 for this part of the audio.
And this is an audio test where I'm speaking pretty...
And then for the quiet part, it barely has any reduction. That's because, of course, it's a lot quieter. So let's get our threshold to 0.
This is an audio test where...
And you can see our gain reduction does nothing.
And this is an audio...
For both parts. And then now let's go all the way down to -40.
This is an audio test where I'm speaking very...
And you can see it is quite heavily reducing the loud parts now. So the goal here is, now that we know we want a fast reaction time and we have a compressor set to 3:1, we can now play with the threshold and the gain to get our softer audio and louder audio to sound of a similar level. So we'll set our gain to 10 dB and a threshold of -30.
This is an audio test where I'm speaking very close to the mic. And this is an audio test where I'm speaking pretty far from the mic.
So the main benefit of the compressor versus the dialogue leveler is beyond 6 dB, you can go all the way up to 20. And also you have some more control with, the threshold of where it kicks in and how strong it kicks in. Now, as a reminder, the threshold is sort of dependent on your audio. If all your dialogue was quiet, you'd need a different threshold. And you might even want to go a little stronger ratio so that you can boost all that audio much more. Also, I should mention that there is another effect called the dialogue processor, so we'll apply that and we'll get rid of our vocal channel. And this dialogue processor does have a whole bunch of effects like, de-rumble, de-pop, de-ess, the compressor, expander, and excite. And you'll notice that it only has the threshold and amount. So we can, set this all the way down to like -40 and pump this all the way to the top, and you will get a similar result. However, I found this to be a little harder to work with because you're not seeing the dB exact ratio. You're just going from 0 to 1, and you don't have the option for how fast it kicks in or the ratio. That being said, if you do it this way, you do get the benefit of having all of these other options like de-popping or de-rubbling your audio, de-essing the dialogue, or expanding and adding a little more excitement into the tone or frequencies of that dialogue audio. Anyway, I hope this tutorial was helpful on how to level dialogue inside DaVinci Resolve. There's a few different ways to do it. They all sort of do the same thing, but one gives you more options, so you can choose which one you'd like to go with. So that's 3 different ways to level audio inside DaVinci Resolve. It's pretty straightforward, and I hope it was helpful. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos from us in the future. We have over 200 videography related videos, so lots of content for you to learn from. And again, if you want to know any of the music or the gear we use to make our videos, I've left all links in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.